this is the when to call. I want to say it in a manner that you guys will remember this, or girls. Choose your battles. What do I mean by that? Remember that. Choose your battles. If you're restricted to one stand, I mean, I'm like you. I have 4 or 5 different stands I hunt on, but my time's limited. So I have one really good spot that I'll go to almost all the time. So choose your battle, when to call. If you do have a doe tag and you want to hit the call, bring that doe in. She's going to come in and look to see whether deer's there. Definitely use your call if you have a doe tag. Do not repeatedly go to the same stand. Repeatedly use your call, because they'll come in once, they'll come in maybe twice, but by the 3rd time they're coming in, they may get educated. They may realize that there's something wrong. So choose your battles, when you want to use your call. If you have a doe tag, definitely hit the call. You want to fill that tag, hit the call, bring them in. Me, I like to wait. I'm not a big doe hunter. I like to wait to the rut. That way, if I do see a doe, I'm definitely going to pull her past my stand during the rut, because you never know when a buck's going to be chasing her, or if she's in estrus, or if she's coming into estrus and she's putting a scent down. So I'll always try to pull a doe past my stand during the rut. And then with a buck, I always like to wait and see that buck and figure out what direction he's going to go. Is he going to come past my stand naturally? You may not even have to call at all. But if at that point, he may not come past you, hit the call. If that doesn't stop him, hit a grunt. Once he's stopped, throw out 4 or 5 steps. Get that implanted in his head. Okay, that grunt, he heard another buck. Now he hears him walking. And with that little bit of thicket around you, he can't see what's through it. He's going to come in. It's that time of the year. He's looking for anything convincing enough to come into. And that's what you want to do. Another part of when to call, something I like to do periodically, and it worked well for me as far as drawing deer in, getting them up, and maybe trying to make something happen. It's similar to rattling. Like with rattling and this call, when you rattle, sometimes they come in like that. Other times it takes 5-10 minutes, but you've got them up. You made something happen by doing that. And that's almost the same type of calling when you're not seeing deer. Like say you get in your stand for an afternoon hunt. Nothing's really happening. When you hit the call, well, just like if you're going to start rattling, you're not going to spook. By no means will you spook the deer. But it's a sporadic call when you're not seeing deer, whether it's with a nut cruncher or if it's by itself. That social stop and go. You can do this. Pause for 10 minutes. Do it again. Picture them whitetails as they're walking through the woods. Sometimes they get hung up by my stands as they're feeding for 15-20 minutes. It takes them that long. They may stand in one spot and graze on whatever they're feeding for that long of a period. So pause, stop, 5-10 minutes, whatever you want. It's as spontaneous as you want to be, and then hit it again. During the rut, almost the same concept as rattling. Do the buck chasing the doe. Do it loud, do it aggressive when you're not seeing deer. There may be a buck cruising, 80-90 yards out there that you can't hear on a calm day, but he's going to hear this. He's going to hear it. And he's going to come in and look. He's going to come in and see what's going on. It's that time of the year. His guard's down. Do the buck chasing the doe from time to time when you're not seeing deer. I do that from time to time, and I pull deer in. So, one other thing I didn't mention on, how is, I want to throw it in now. Is one thing that's been missing with rattling is all the ground sound. Well, not no more. So now you can rattle the rattleback. can get all that ground sound incorporated in with your rattling.